So to start with Angular, you are into Angular now, right? So to start with Angular, to learn Angular, what are the basic prerequisites? You must have good knowledge of HTML, CSS, and little bit Bootstrap and JavaScript. These are the basic prerequisites for Angular. In order to start learning about Angular, you must have idea of this. I hope everyone have this. You are good in your HTML, CSS, HTML, JavaScript. No. So you must have knowledge of JavaScript. So without JavaScript, handling Angular like technologies is difficult, right? So the prior knowledge for dealing with Angular is JavaScript, right? If you are simultaneously learning JavaScript, that's fine, right? If you are simultaneously learning JavaScript, that is okay. But without JavaScript, you cannot handle Angular. So there is no alternative. Primary requirement is this. If you are not good in CSS Bootstrap, it's okay. But you know, Angular is used for good front-end designs. And you cannot expect Angular developer without knowledge of good CSS and Bootstrap. That means our main aim is developing good interface. And in that case, you cannot develop any good interface without proper knowledge of CSS and Bootstrap and all. Actually, to learn Angular, these are the prerequisites: HTML, CSS, Bootstrap, and JavaScript. Right? And if you don't have knowledge of JavaScript, here we will learn a language called TypeScript. Right? You can continue learning with TypeScript and Angular, but I recommend you to have knowledge of JavaScript. Right? Compulsory, mandatory. So you have to learn JavaScript for becoming an Angular developer. Right? Yeah. So in this session, actually, we are going to learn two concepts. We are going to learn TypeScript. TypeScript is a language, and we are going to learn Angular. Angular current latest version is 14. We are going to learn this. So our course contains two parts. One is TypeScript language, another Angular. We cannot directly handle Angular without TypeScript. And you cannot understand and handle TypeScript without JavaScript. That is the reason. So before coming to Angular class, you make sure that you have knowledge of HTML. Everybody is good in HTML. No, you have idea on JavaScript. No JavaScript, then it will be little difficult. But anyhow, I will give you idea from basic level of TypeScript. You can continue, but later you have to learn JavaScript. Later you have to work with JavaScript also. Otherwise you can't handle Angular. Okay, right. So another important. So in this we are going to discuss first TypeScript, then we will go with Angular. Today I will just give you an idea. So what this is about. Then technically we can start working with it one by one. Okay. So first, in order to understand what is Angular, first you should know what are the challenges in modern web development? What are the challenges in modern web development? This is the first thing. Actually, we are developing applications for web from several years. Web started in the early 1990s. From early 1990s, we are developing applications for web. Angular, React like technologies, they came just in 2010. That means now the question is why they are suddenly trending? Why you need these new technologies? Why you have to learn them? That means already we are developing applications for web from several years. From several years, we are building applications for web. We are using different technologies. Suddenly, why you have to learn new concepts? Suddenly, why you have to learn new technologies like React and Angular? You might have heard that Angular, React, these are very much trending in the front end designs. The question is why we have to learn, right? See, simple. First, you need to understand what are the challenges in modern web development. Challenges in modern web development means we are building applications for web from several years, but from few years, little bit changed. What changed is actually from past few years, 80% of users are using web from smart device. Will you agree? Huh? Will you agree with this point? Right? That means earlier internet and now internet, what is major difference? First difference is now people can access everything from their mobile. They can access everything from the mobile. That means 80% of users are using smart device. Actually, few years back, we used to have internet points. Even today we have to pay 30 rupees per hour, 40 rupees per hour and browse internet. But now you are using everything from your mobiles. That means what changed from past few years is several users are using web from smart devices. That means they are using web and application from smart device. Then what is the problem is the main challenge for web developer is first important challenge is unified user experience. First important challenge is unified user experience. What is meant by unified user experience? I will tell you a simple example. Unified user experience. UX means user experience. I will tell a simple example. Suppose we have some website like, we have some website like YouTube. We have some website like YouTube. We have a website like YouTube, right? Now you are watching YouTube. You are watching YouTube on a PC, on a browser you are watching. And I hope you know in the early days on mobile also, even today on mobile you have browser, no? On mobile we have browser. I am talking about the situation before YouTube app came. Before YouTube app came, before Facebook app came, we used to watch YouTube videos, Facebook, everything on mobile browsers. You know, on mobile we used a popular browser called Opera Mini. Yeah, you have experience with that? In the beginning of smartphones, we used to use this Opera Mini browser, very popular. Now YouTube is going to run on your PC properly. But this YouTube is unable to reach onto mobile browser because mobile browser is compact browser. Compact browser means it is not having all the facilities. It's limited in functionality, and mobile is having very less bandwidth. Mobile is having very less bandwidth. So when you try to open YouTube on mobile, it shows a message that this website is too large. It cannot open. Even today, some websites, when you try to open on mobile, they will say that this page is too large. It cannot open. Even today, some websites are like that. Now, what we have to do? That means this YouTube is unable to reach mobile. Then what YouTube people started? YouTube people started optimizing. They started optimizing. Optimizing means compressing. Compressing the YouTube in such a way that it can be viewed on mobile browser. But optimizing, they started optimizing. Everybody started optimizing. I hope you have seen, when you watch on mobile, you will find m.youtube.com, like m.facebook.com, facebook.com. These are optimized for mobile. What is meant by optimized? Optimized means they are compressed to fit onto mobile. But compressing and fitting onto mobile is not good. Why? Because when it comprises, means when it compresses and it is sent to mobile, some options are missing. Some features are missing. Some options, some features are missing. That means how I am able to use YouTube on my PC browser, the same experience I am not having on a mobile browser. Why? Because mobile browser is a compact browser. Some features are missing. Some features are not working. And I ask this question to YouTube people, that why this option is not working. They will say that you are accessing from mobile. For mobile, this facility is not available. But we don't want this answer in the current generation. In the current generation, a website must be in such a way that it should have same experience across any device. That means how you are watching on a PC, the same experience we need on a mobile. What options are available on PC, the same options must be available on mobile. This is called as unified experience. So what is meant by unified experience? Unified experience means an application must have same experience across any device. How I am watching and using the features on my desktop, the same experience it should be on mobile. It should not change. And this is one challenge for web developers because it is not easy. It is not easy to design a website in such a way that it will have same experience across device. That is very tough. So we need lot of technology to design like that. So this is one of the bigger challenge for current web developers. In the current generation in web development, one of the major challenge that we have to face is about unified experience. Is it clear to everyone? What is meant by unified experience? Unified user experience means what? Means application must have same experience. Am I right? Experience across any device. Across any device. That means how you are watching on a PC laptop, the same should be on a mobile tab. That is what unified experience. That is one important challenge. Another important challenge is fluid user experience. The second important challenge is fluid user experience. What is meant by fluid user experience? I will tell you a simple example. See, fluid user experience means, suppose I opened Google here. On my laptop, I opened Google. Here I searched for Angular. Some results came about Angular. You see, About Angular, so millions of results came, right? How to see the next page results? How to see the next page results? To see the next page results, I have to scroll down. When I scroll down, at the bottom, page numbers will come. Am I right? At the bottom, page numbers will come. We have to click that page number 2. Imagine now this page you are watching on a mobile. Then how you will hit that small 2 link? Understood? That means even today you might have experienced that many times when you are using some websites on mobile, button is not clickable. You zoomed and clicked it. Have you tried that? Right? That is not good. That is not good. That means you should not ask that zoom and click that button. That is not good. So this is not fluid in experience. For example, now see here, same images, same Google, I will take you to image search. When I take to image search, millions of images are there. Millions of images are here. That means here also we got millions of images, right? I will change this link here. Yeah. You can see millions of images came here. So many images are here. So many images. But observe carefully. In this, there is no page numbers. When I scroll down, next set of images will be loading. Am I right? Have you observed this difference? That means there is nothing like next page, previous page. Everything comes on to one page. This kind of experience is called fluid. Fluid experience. For example, few years back, just 1-2 years back, when you are using Facebook, you scroll down at the bottom, it says next post, previous post. But now you see when you scroll down, next post will be loading down. There is nothing like next page, previous page. Everything comes onto one page. This kind of experience is called fluid. What do you think? Is it easy to design? No, it's very complicated. To design like that, it's very complicated. That means one of the main challenge for developers is to design an application which have unified experience and which have fluid experience. What is meant by fluid experience? Everything comes onto one place. You will not navigate from one page to another. Everything comes onto one page. That is called fluid experience. That is also a bigger challenge for developers. These days, everybody wants their website like this. That means if anybody comes to you to design a website, as a developer, you are a developer who can build website. They will come to you and they say that we want our website in such a way that on mobile also it should properly come. On mobile also, every feature should be available. Then you will ask him, do you want me to develop a mobile app? Then he will say, no, I don't want a mobile app, because mobile app means again Android, iOS, native applications will be there. There is problem. I don't want a mobile app. I want a web application, but it should fit on mobile. We don't want you to develop a separate mobile app. We want web application to fit on mobile. That is important. So we have unified experience. Another one, fluid. Fluid experience is nothing but so user will stay on one page and get access to everything on that page. That is called fluid experience. The page continuously grows on. New details are adding into the page. There is nothing like next page and previous page. That is called fluid experience, right? Another important is loosely coupled and extensible. Loosely coupled and extensible. This is another major challenge for developers. What is meant by loosely coupled and extensible? Loosely coupled and extensible is nothing but actually, suppose I will give a simple example here. Right? Can you close the door little? Yeah. So I will give a simple example. Suppose you have some bank application. You have some bank application. In this bank application, you have two options: personal banking, NRI banking, something. Now, what you have done is you installed this application on your device. That means you installed on your mobile. You are using that application. After few days, they want to add a new facility into that bank application called loans. They want to add a new facility called loans into your application. They want to add this new facility. Now, how they can add this new facility into your existing application? The question is, will they ask you to stop using existing application and install new version which have new feature? For every new feature, they can't develop a new version. For every new feature, they can't develop a new version. Then what they have to do is they must able to develop. That means already this application you are using. They must able to design this new concept remotely from application. Remotely means independently from application. After that, you just give 1-2 seconds time, then automatically this new feature is pushed into your application. That means without disturbing existing application, the new feature is added into the application and you can use that new feature without reinstalling the application. I hope you have seen everywhere these days. You keep your mobile idle for a few minutes. Automatically, you will see notifications. Facebook updated. Am I right? Amazon updated. What do you mean by updated? Updated means new features added. Have you reinstalled the app? Then how new features are added? That is a great architecture behind it. And it is not easy. It is very complicated. Why it is complicated? You developed a new feature separately from application and you are integrating into application. While integrating into application, it may cause problems. This may lead to catastrophic failures. That means suddenly application fails because the new feature is unable to fit it into it correctly. I hope you have seen so many times when you are working with your Windows or other operating system. I hope you have seen you updated some new software updates. Some Windows updates came, you updated. Suddenly, some options are not properly working. Your system slowed down. Am I right? And you asked your hardware in charge, what happened? Then first question he will ask, have you updated anything? Am I right? That means updating new features into application should not cause a problem to that application. This should not lead to catastrophic failures. It should smoothly run the application. This is very challenging for web developers. One of the main challenge for web developers is to achieve fluid experience, unified experience, loosely coupled and extensible. What is loosely coupled and extensible means? Loosely coupled extensible means you can design new features. You can design new features remotely. You can design new features remotely and you can add, that means you can simply plug in the new features without disturbing the application, without stopping the application, without reinstalling the application gets new facilities. This nature is called as loosely coupled and extensible. These are all the major challenges in the modern web development. That means the current web development is not like past. That is the reason even today you will see that most experienced people who are working for more than 5 years, 10 years in software development, they are coming here to learn the technologies like Angular and React. They are coming here to learn Angular and React. Why? They have already 10, 15 years experience. Why they have to learn new technologies now? Why? Because now the current generation web is not like previous. Whatever they know previous, it is not suitable for the current generation. They need to update themselves. That's the reason in our Angular React classes, you will see even 8, 10, 15 years experience people also coming here to learn those concepts. Why? Because all these days they worked in web development, but now the challenges are new. And those challenges they cannot handle with the old technologies. They need new. That means now the question here is, I hope you understood the first point. What are the challenges in modern web development? Understood these four things? We have unified experience, we have fluid experience, and we have loosely coupled and extensible. These are the major challenges in modern web development. Now the question is, what is solution? What is solution? First you understood the problems, right? You are clear. Unified experience means an application must have same experience across any device. Everywhere it should be same. Fluid experience means user will not move from one page to another. Everything comes on to one page. And loosely coupled extensible means without disturbing the application, we must able to add new features into application. These are the major challenges. Now the question, what is solution for this? The solution is nothing but solution is better to build SPA. SPA is single page applications. Better to build single page applications. Single page applications are having these all abilities. Single page applications are not new actually. Single page applications are not new. Single page applications are there from several years, only our developers don't know them. We are not much used to it. You see recently people talking about Python is very much trending. You know, Python is 40 years old language. 40 years old computer language. Why it is trending now? All these 40 years, what it is doing? Sleeping. Python is sleeping. Python is a snake which is sleeping. Suddenly it raised from past 2 years and it is trending now. If you don't learn, it will bite you. Now people are running behind Python. They are thinking that this is a new concept. A 40 years old language that is. Why it is trending now? That means the situation. That means single page applications are not new. Already we have them, but people haven't shown interest on them. But now it became mandatory. Actually, do you know the world's first single page application is Twitter? You know Twitter? From how many years you know Twitter? So more than that, Twitter is there. More than before you know about Twitter, Twitter is there. And I hope you know, you heard about Twitter before, heard about Angular React like technologies. That means Twitter is the world's first single page application. It is the world's first single page application. What is the ability of single page application? What is the speciality? Single page application speciality is nothing but it have all these features. What are those features? It is unified in experience. Understood? It is fluid in experience. Another one, it is loosely coupled and extensible. All these are possible. So single page applications are not new for web. Already they are there, but now they are trending. Because now everybody wants like that. Everybody wants applications with unified, fluid, and loosely coupled architecture. So what is the solution to overcome all the problems that we are facing? The only solution is better build what kind of applications? single page application. Now the question here is how to build single page application. I hope you are getting clarity. One by one, level by level, we are understanding, right? So what are the challenges and what is the solution and how to build a single page application now? How to build single page application? If anybody asked, can we use JavaScript and jQuery for building single page applications? For building single page application, answer is yes. We can. Earlier we have to do that. Earlier we have to build single page applications by using JavaScript and jQuery. JavaScript and jQuery. Then why we are not continuing? Why we are searching for new technologies? We can build single page applications with JavaScript and jQuery. If we can build single applications with JavaScript and jQuery, why you are learning new technologies? That means there might be some problems in JavaScript and jQuery. Na? There might be some problems in JavaScript and jQuery. That means you need to know what are the issues with JavaScript and jQuery. What are the issues with JavaScript and jQuery? Why we are not continuing? What is the problem with JavaScript and jQuery? So many problems are there. I will tell you few problems. First important is JavaScript. JavaScript is a language. JavaScript is a language. Okay. Then what is problem with language? JavaScript is a language, but what is problem with language is a language can build application, but cannot control its flow. A language can build an application, but cannot control its flow. To control the flow of any application, you need a concept called frameworks. You need a concept called frameworks. Later I will tell you what is a framework. We will discuss about that. That means JavaScript is a language. It can build application, but it cannot control the application flow. Another problem is jQuery. jQuery is what? jQuery is a library. And again, same concept. Library also can build application, but cannot control the flow, control its flow. To control a flow, you need a framework. For example, you are a Java developer or a .NET developer or a Python developer or any technology developer. When you go to any software company for a job, first question they ask, what frameworks you have learned? Otherwise, you are not suitable as a developer in real world projects. Only language is not enough for real-time development process. That means you learned Java. First question they will ask, what frameworks you learned in Java? Java people learn framework like Spring, Hibernate. If you learn .NET, they will ask what frameworks you know in .NET. .NET MVC, MVP, MVVM, microservices. These are frameworks. If you learn Python, they will ask what frameworks you know in Python. Frameworks like Django, Flask, this comes under frameworks of Python. PHP, they will ask frameworks of PHP. Cake PHP, Code Igniter. That means a language is not enough. An application needs language as well as framework. Language and libraries are for building application, but application need to be controlled. The flow of application is controlled by using a framework. And JavaScript, jQuery are languages and libraries. They cannot control the application flow. They can't control the application flow. Another important problem is lot of AJAX is required. Lot of AJAX is required. What is AJAX? AJAX is actually asynchronous JavaScript and XML. I will tell a simple point. What is AJAX? For example, see, I will open a website, some crickinfo.com. This is cricket website. In this crickinfo website, this is cricket website. Suppose any cricket match or anything is going on, you can observe that any cricket match is going on, this scorecard is updating every few seconds. Have you seen that? That scorecard is updating every few seconds without reloading the complete website again and again. Am I right? Is entire website refreshed every second? It is not refreshed every second. Only that box is refreshed every second. That is AJAX. AJAX means you see when you are watching Facebook, you scroll down, new posts will be loaded bottom or top. When it is loading new posts, will it load old posts again? No, old posts are same. New posts are added to your page. That is AJAX. That means without reloading complete page, we need to able to add new details into the page. That is AJAX. And we have to explicitly use AJAX. Lot of AJAX is required for that. Lot of AJAX is required explicitly. Means externally you have to write to build single page application. This is the problem with JavaScript and jQuery. And another important, I hope you already know, JavaScript is not OOP language. You know it? JavaScript is not OOP language. It supports 1-2 features of OOPs, but it is not a OOP language. Then if it is not a OOP language, then extensibility issues are there. Extensibility becomes tougher if it is not a OOP language. And what I said, single page application means they must be easily extendable. And JavaScript is not good for extending. In that case, we have to use lot of implementations to handle these issues. This is all the problem with JavaScript and jQuery. These are the problems with JavaScript and jQuery. Now the question, what is solution then? Again, right? You said that single page applications can be built with JavaScript and jQuery, but you are saying that JavaScript, jQuery have problems. Then what is the solution? What is the solution is now better use advanced frameworks and libraries. Use advanced frameworks and libraries which have a solution for all these things. And those frameworks and libraries are, we have React and we have Angular and we have like Vue, we have like Backbone JS, like we have Ember JS, so many are there. Ember, we have like Knockout. So all are advanced frameworks. Actually, now very much trending, you will hear about 3 things: React, Angular and Vue. These are very much trending. These 3. Now here very important, here again so many things are there. I will tell you. So that means so many concepts are there. So I will tell you here, see, when you are building applications, I told you that React, Angular, these are more advanced now. What solution they are having, I will explain. That is not the point here. Now here many people have doubt, like what is difference between them? That means many people have doubt, which one I have to learn, Angular or React? That is the question regularly comes to everybody, right? Now, important I will tell you. So note here is, it is not Angular or React. It is not Angular or React. It is Angular and React. Angular and React. That means in the current generation, a software developer must have knowledge of both. Not Angular or React. Angular and React. Right? So it is not like just you done Angular and you say that will show you. It is not Angular or React. It is Angular and React. And React. Many people think about a choice between these. Which one is good, sir? So Angular or React. It's not Angular or React. It is Angular and React. I will show you. See, I am showing you in this Naukri site. So for example, just we are searching for some developer. I am searching for some Java full stack developer, something Java or .NET or some full stack developer I am searching. And I got some search results here. Full stack developer here, I got some search results. And you see in the search results here, so in the search results, Java and full stack results, let's see the requirements, what they are asking. Here, this company is asking Angular, am I right? This company is asking Angular. Let's scroll down. So you will see here so many companies, right? You see here also this company is asking Angular, right? I will scroll down. Now some more we will see here. And here everywhere you will see, you see Angular, am I right? Right. So these are Java developers and it is asking for Angular, and here it is asking React and it is asking Angular. That means they need both. That means you are not eligible for these jobs because you are only Angular. That means you will fit only for the companies who need only Angular people. Right? For these type of people, you are not eligible because they need both people. That means they need Angular and React. And observe here, scroll down, so many. You will find both options, and sometimes only Angular, sometimes React, right? So you see here they are asking Angular, right? And many times they will ask only React. So, and sometimes you see they are asking Angular JS, which I will tell you. Angular and Angular JS are different, not same. We will discuss about that, right? So you can observe this is only Java full stack developer. I am suppose searching here. I am searching here, suppose .NET full stack developer. That means I am searching for .NET full stack developer. Just I want to make this clear to make you understand that Java, for Java, is it Angular good or is it React good? For .NET, is it Angular good? It is not like these two choice. It is both are required. That means you need both Angular as well as React. So this is some roles you can see here. So some roles we will see. Java.NET full stack development. Yeah. And you can see in these roles, you can observe here. So this is .NET developers, huh? And you can see they are asking both Angular and React. This is .NET full stack developer. That means many times people have this doubt. They generally ask, so which one is better? Which one I have to learn? Right? There is no choice for a modern developer. He must have knowledge of both Angular as well as React. Now the question is, what is difference? Let's see. Concept understood? Huh? Now the point is here, that means now what is solution? To build single page applications, the current technologies are good. Why they are good, I will tell. We will explain that. Now the question here is, what is difference between Angular and React? I will tell you. Why company needs a developer with both. Why a company is asking both? I thought that Angular is trending because generally you will have friends in companies working. They will say Angular is trending or React is trending. That depends on their knowledge, right? That depends on their project, their knowledge, and whatever they say is not final. That means they say that React is trending means they are not trending React, right? According to their project, their requirements, they have seen that React, but everywhere it is not React or everywhere it is not Angular. So why company needs a developer with both? What is difference between Angular and React? I will tell a clarity here. See, first point, you should know that React is a library. React is a library. React is a JavaScript library. Is a JavaScript library for building effective user interface UI. What is the speciality of React is it is very good in building effective user interface. It is a library used for building effective interface. Can a library control application flow? Library cannot control application flow. Can a language control application flow? No. Then what is drawback of React is actually React drawback is it needs support of various frameworks. Understood? It needs support of various frameworks, but it is very great, very good in building effective interface. Best examples of React, Netflix is in React. Netflix is in React. Amazon is in React. Facebook is in React. Instagram is in React. Instagram is in React. Even WhatsApp is using React. These are all React. Netflix, Amazon, Facebook, Instagram, these are all built with React technology. That means React is very powerful. React is very good in user interface. But what is the problem with React? It is only for UI. It is only for UI. It cannot control the application flow. So suppose you are a .NET or Java or PHP or Python, some technology developer. Already you built your UI, means already user interface is built. That user interface you want to make effective. Then to that you can additionally add React. Understood? That means already your interface is built. After your interface is built, you want that interface effective. Then to that you can add React. That means for which project React is good. For what kind of project React is good. If already we built our interface, we are using other concepts for building interface, like you are using other technologies for building interface, and you want to make interface more effective, then you can add React. You can add React. That means you can observe here, this is the official website of React. This is the official website of React, and see what React says. It is a JavaScript library for building what? User interfaces. And it is only for user interface. User interface. Suppose, now what I want here is, that means I will tell you, actually in real-time projects, we use a architecture very popular these days, and everywhere you will learn that. We use a architecture called MVC. MVC, every technology is using MVC now. In MVC, you will have model. So we will have a view, and we have a controller. Model is actually simply, I will tell, it contains data. Controller contains application logic, and view contains user interface. Understood? And React is only here. It is not about your data. It is not about your controller. It is about only UI. It is only about UI. Then in some applications, it is very good because they want only UI effective. But in some projects, they want all these three things effective. Understood? That means not only user interface, they want to control the flow. They want to manage the interactions with data, and they need lot of controller and data interactions. Then React is not enough. For these kind of projects. What is good? Angular. Because Angular uses MVC client side. That means it can easily handle your server side MVC. That means Java, .NET people using. That is the reason you might have seen lot of requirements are asking Angular. React, out of 10, you have seen only 1 or 2 React, right? But if you search for front-end UI developer role, you will see React requirements more. Understood? If you are looking for Java full stack, .NET full stack, then Angular is good. Why Angular is good? Because it can control the application flow. Can React control the application flow? It cannot control the application flow. .NET Java applications need to control their application flow. That's the reason for them Angular is good. React is not great. Okay. React is okay. But if they think that already we built our interface, we don't want to control the flow. We will control the flow using other frameworks. We will just design good interface. Then there they will ask React. That is the reason a .NET developer, Java developer, or full stack developer, anybody going into company, he must have knowledge of both, because we don't know in which project they will keep us. In some projects, we have to control the complete application flow. Then we need to have knowledge of complete MVC framework. Then Angular is better. See, in some projects, we need to build only interfaces. Then we have to use React. So which one is better now? Is Angular better or React better? That depends on your project requirements. Right? Now the point here is, what is Angular? What is Angular now? What you understood? React is a library. Angular is a framework. But actually, these days, Angular became more than framework. Angular is a developer's platform. Angular started its career as a framework. Now it became very powerful. It became a developer's platform. What is difference between a framework and developer's platform? Framework can build application, can control the application flow, but a developer's platform can provide complete end-to-end solution for developer. End-to-end solution for developer means from building to testing to deploying, whatever required for developer, everything is provided by a technology. That means actually software developer needs what? Do you know? In real-time software development, you need three major things. One is build, another one test, another one deploy. We need to build application, we need to test application, we need to deploy. This environment is called as development environment. This is called quality environment, understood? Quality, and this is called as production. That means in real-time projects, we have three environments: development, quality, and production. Development is the location where we build application. Quality is the location where we test application. Production where we deploy application. And Angular can deal with all the three. If a technology is providing every solution from building to production, that is called developer's platform. So many times when you learn about Angular in tutorials or in YouTube channels, they will tell you Angular is a framework. But Angular is more than a framework. It is a developer's platform. See the official website of Angular. This is Angular official website. It says modern developers platform. Now somebody on YouTube tells you Angular is a framework. You are confused. Right? Official Angular people are telling that we are not framework. We are more than that. That means now in Angular, you are learning only framework. That is the reason they will tell you that Angular is a framework. But Angular is more than a framework. It's a developer's platform. What is meant by developer's platform? A developer's platform will have end-to-end solution for developer, from building to deployment, whatever required, everything is provided by a technology that is called developer's platform. So now tell me, which one is large? React is large or Angular is large? Angular is large than React, because React is after all just a library. Angular is huge, very huge. And but this much huge concept you don't need. This much huge concept you don't need in every project. That means we need only interface controlling. Then better don't use Angular. Go with what? React. Now tell me, I hope you understood the concept. So for which project will you choose React? For which project you will choose React? What is the condition? So if project is already using other technologies for building UI, understood? If project is using other, and project is controlled by other frameworks, understood? By other frameworks in the background, and you need only front end, understood? Front end, you need only front end effective UI. Then you can better use what? React. That is the condition for using React. Now which project needs Angular? Which project needs Angular? If you want to build a complete end-to-end application in the front end, which controls the flow of application also, a heavy application in the client side, then better go with Angular. You want a complete powerful application client side, then go with Angular. You want only interface effective, then go with React. Remember, in a project you can use both Angular and React. That means for certain modules we use Angular, for certain modules we use React. We have different technologies also. I hope you haven't observed. Have you seen IRCTC? Have you seen IRCTC? Right? Do you know IRCTC is Indian Railways? It is designed in .NET, it is designed in PHP and Java. It is a hybrid application. That means certain features you will see in .NET, certain features you will see in PHP, certain features in Java. It's a complete hybrid. You can observe that. You visit IRCTC. Some pages you will see extension .ASP or .ASPX. That means it belongs to .NET. Several pages you will see PHP, that means it belongs to PHP. Some pages you will see JSP, that belongs to Java. You will observe that, you can see that. That means the concept is, in a single project, some modules can be in Angular, some modules can be in React. That means we can even use React for only specific modules. That is the ability. That is the reason many companies may ask you both Angular and React. If a company is asking both Angular and React, that means they are expecting an application to be with both. Certain modules are built in React, certain are built in Angular. We can integrate both of them. I will show you. We can integrate both of them and use them, right? This is the basic point you need to understand. I hope it is clear to everybody. That means what is difference between Angular and React? Is it Angular to choose? Is it React to choose? As a developer in the current generation, you need knowledge of both. That means if you haven't learnt React, that means you will be ignored for the jobs where they need React. Right? You are a .NET developer or a Java developer or some developer, right? And in your profile you mentioned Angular because you learned Angular, but some companies need Angular and React people. They will ignore you, obviously. They will ignore you. That means you cannot say that Angular is enough, React is enough. We need a combination of both, right? But anyhow, because so nobody can tell you that because I am teaching Angular is best. So same, I am teaching React also. When I teach React, I cannot say React is best, don't learn Angular. Then some people will be confused very much. That's the reason I showed you with proof that how companies are asking the developers, right? It is not a choice, right? And we have others also, but the most trending is Angular and React. We are going to deal with which one? We are going to deal with Angular. Now one more important is, actually Angular and Angular JS are different. That means some companies may ask Angular JS, that is different. Angular JS is different, Angular is different. How it is different? Simple point I will tell you. Actually, Google started Google started Angular JS. Angular belongs to Google, React belongs to Facebook. React belongs to Facebook, and Angular belongs to Google. Google started this framework called Angular JS. They started this in 2010. They started, actually Angular JS was there with Google from several years, but everybody don't know about Angular JS. That means so many technologies are there which are not known to everybody. They are discovered, not invented, they are discovered. That means I will tell you, I hope you heard many people, do you know Go language? Have you heard about Go language? Huh? Have you heard about this language? Go language? Have you heard about this Go language? No? So this Go language, I will tell you a simple point here. This is Go language. This belongs to Google. Google's language is Go. And very recently, just 1-2 months back, our Naresh Technologies, because we are with NASCOM, because NASCOM is a government of India, because we are with NASCOM, we got a simple requirement. So for IIT people, IIT Chennai and IIT Hyderabad, for those people, we have to deliver the language Go training. We got that requirement. And our people are doing it. Our people are delivering that. Our team is delivering that. Now the point is, IITs are learning this language, means there might be something behind it, right? That means I thought Python is trending, this is trending, that is trending, I never heard about this language. Then imagine IIT people are learning this, they are badly asking for this. That means there might be so much behind this language. Actually, Google is using artificial intelligence with this Go language. Lot of Google's analytics artificial intelligence is with this language, and we are expecting this language can't tell how much time it will take to get into picture, right? But similar to this, Angular JS is also present with Google, but people don't know. People don't know. What happened is, do you know there is an option, developers.google.com? You know this? Have you ever visited this developers Google? You know this? Any idea? What is this? Any idea about this Google developers page? No idea? Actually, you see on Google Play Store, so many apps are present. Am I right? Are all those apps developed by Google? No, those are apps developed by developers like you. That means they will say that you build apps for us, we will give you money for that. If Google likes your app, they will pay you, and for that they will pay you and they put in App Store. Now Now doubt is, you will ask like, I am Java developer, I am .NET developer, which technology I have to use to develop an app? Then Google says that whatever technology you know, use it, we will take care about it. Then we developed apps for Google, but we are not satisfied. When we saw Google have their own apps, they are more attractive, effective, then we asked Google question, what you are using? Then Google came with the answer that we are using our own framework called AngularJS. Then we asked Google, developers asked Google, why can't you make it available to us so that we will also use it? Then Google said that, okay, we will make it available. From 2010, Google made it open source. Before that, AngularJS is there, but world doesn't know about it, right? People came to know about AngularJS when it was made as open source, and everybody started using it for building applications. For building applications, that means Google started with AngularJS, and AngularJS uses the language called JavaScript. But so many problems came with AngularJS. Why? Because is AngularJS developed for your requirements? AngularJS is not developed for your requirements. It is developed for whom? Google, for its their own internal requirements. And you are using a technology which is not developed for you. Then how it will satisfy everything? Understood the point? That means you are using a technology which is never designed for you. Then how you will satisfy every requirement of real-time client requirements? That is the problem with AngularJS. But in spite of that problem also, we used AngularJS for several years. Alternatively, we depend on third parties, integrating third parties, and we developed applications. That is the reason what Google said that, okay, we will continue this AngularJS. We will not stop it. We will not stop AngularJS because already millions of applications are running in AngularJS. You cannot suddenly stop the technology. Then what Google said that, okay, we will develop another concept, Angular. We will develop another Angular, which is alternative to AngularJS. Whatever problems are there in AngularJS, they are solved in Angular. And AngularJS version was 1x. 1x. The last version of AngularJS is 1.8. After that, AngularJS new versions never came, and AngularJS never stopped. It is still there. It is still there. And what they have done, Google started in 2014. They started Angular with version 2. After that, Angular 4, Angular 5, 6, 7, 8, like that. Now the latest version is 14. So AngularJS is different. Angular is different. Right? So, and very important, Angular is not advanced to AngularJS. It is completely different. If you learned Angular, it's not that you can handle AngularJS. You have to learn AngularJS again. If you learn AngularJS, that is not enough. You have to learn Angular again. Both are different. And AngularJS is different and Angular is different. You don't need anything as dependency. That means to learn Angular, you don't need to know AngularJS. Not required. But companies still ask AngularJS. You have seen in some requirements, they have given AngularJS. AngularJS is different. Angular is different. You see, this is the old Angular. AngularJS.org. This is old Angular. And see, they said that AngularJS support officially ended from January 2022. And they are saying that try our new Angular. They are saying that try our new Angular. That means they are not saying that officially ended. Officially ended means if any problems comes, we will not rectify. We are not responsible for that. You can still use it. We are not removing it. We are just stopping it. That means they are saying that we are not going to build new versions. We are stopping here. If you want, you can still continue to use it, but we will not support you Any problems comes, you solve by yourself. That is the reason several old projects which are in AngularJS, they are still continuing in AngularJS. That is the reason companies need AngularJS people. But these days, nobody is learning AngularJS. Very rarely experienced people have knowledge of AngularJS. They are applying for those jobs. For new, Angular is better. Angular is better than AngularJS. Now we have to understand the difference. What is difference between AngularJS and Angular? How Angular is different from AngularJS? What are its features? Right? That we'll see in next session. Tomorrow we will do that. So by tomorrow you will get a clarity on what is difference between AngularJS and Angular. Then we can start practically working with it, with the language, TypeScript and all. Okay, that we'll see in the next session. Tomorrow we'll continue. Okay, right.